Hey guys, and welcome to another Geek Reviews. I'm your host Steve. Welcome. Today we're going to be going through the new rules that came out for White Dwarf for the new Zoanthrope brood, and also a bit about the Shield of Baal, and also going over the pictures of the new models. It's going to be a bit of a short one. I don't have a copy of White Dwarf with me this week because my store didn't have it, so I've got a purchased digital copy, which is on my screen right now. So I'm going to be going through that, as well as going through the models, as well as my opinions, as well as going through the new Shield of Baal campaign that's also been announced. So I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I'm not sure if I am. But yeah. So we're going to go through them, and I'm going to give you a base rundown of what they are and what they do. If you don't already know, and you're new to Tyranids, or you're looking at Tyranids just because they're new and shiny. Yeah. So let's start off with the new Venom Fruit models. I'm quite happy with the new Venom Fruit models. They look a lot more compact than they do previously. If you don't know what they were like before, they're all gangly and out the front, very front heavy, fine cast, so they're annoying. They're very fragile as well, so you have to be very careful with them. So I'm liking these are new plastic models. Yeah, I won't be buying myself a set until after I'm paid because I've spent quite a lot this month on Tyranid models, as you can guess. But yeah, I'm very happy with the new models. If you don't know what they are, they're basically a mobile cover save. Same rules as before. There's no new rules in White Dwarf for them, unlike the Zoanthrope brood. But yeah, still cool that we're getting new models because they needed an update. As you can see here, we also have the new Zoanthrope brood because it's a multi-kit. Yet to create the Zoanthropes as well as the Venom Fruits in the multi-kit. It's £40 for the kit. We found at GW. But yeah, I'm quite liking the new kit. It's going to be making. It's a big saving on the old kits. They were £15.50 each, which would be about £45–6 ish. For 3 of them. Now it's 40 quid for free, so you're making a bit of a saving there, and the plastics, so they're going to be a lot easier to build, a lot easier to paint, and a lot harder wearing. The rules for the Zoanthrope brood has changed a little bit. I'm going to go over that now before I get on to the next big thing. There's basically, well, they've changed a little bit. They're not a huge change. They're still the exact same stat line before: weapon skill 3, ballistic skill 4, strength toughness 4, 2 wounds, initiative 3, 1 attack, leadership 10, with a 5+ armor save. They still have the warp field, they're still free at pinfall, so they're still going to be annoying. The brood mastery level 2, synapse, Brotherhood of Psychers mastery level 2, sorry. The shadow and the warp, as well as synapse creature, and they're very bulky, so they have a transport capacity to put into a spore pod. Imagine dropping these on an enemy front line. They always know warp blast plus Dominion, the Primaris power from the Tyranids, as well as 1 other power. But now they can be brought up into broods of 6. 6 of these bad boys in a spore pod, dropping down and going, surprise! We're going to do 6 warp blasts against you. It can be either 6 strength 10 AP 2 lancers against a vehicle, bye-bye vehicle, or 6 strength 5 AP 3 small blast templates against a group of infantry, bye-bye marines. So I'm quite happy that they've increased the brood size. Yeah, it's going to take you 300 points into a single unit plus a drop pod, but it's still going to be funny. I'm going to try it. I'm going to be able to field 5 eventually, but still 5 and drop pod's going to be funny. Yeah, so I'm quite happy with that you've been able to expand those. Also now they've been giving a special character that they can add. He is the prodigal son of the Swarm. He was removed in 6th edition, but he's back. Well, his baby brother is, but he's still just as powerful. The Neurothrope, spawned of the Doom of Malantai. The fluff is that it's a rare, lesser seen offshoot of the Zoanthropes, spawned from the genetic material salvaged from the raid of Malantai. So he is technically basically a watered down version of the of the Doom of Anti, which we kind of expected because the Doom of Anti was stupidly overpowered for 160 points, I think he was, back in the day. But yeah, still very nice little model. I do quite like the looks of him. He's got the very Doom-esque crown with his spine off the back. But because he's part of the Brood, I should actually go through the rules for a bit. Basically, Zoanthropes are 50 points a pop, so you have a Brood of 6, 300 points. Then he is only a 25 point upgrade to the unit. Basically, what that gives you is basically a character in there. For 25 points, you gain this character Zoanthrope. No improvement on the stats, exactly the same as I mentioned before, but he gains an additional psychic power. Only he knows this, the Brood does not. It's only him, it's only the Neurothrope has this power. But that technically means the Brood knows now 4 powers. That's 5, that's 4. So basically, Warp Blast, Dominion, his special power, and whatever power extra you roll for. So these things are a great support unit now. Even if you just bring them in a min Brood of 3 to bring him, because you have to have at least 3 models in that Brood to upgrade one of them to be the Neurothrope, which is why they're selling them in a group of 3. So it makes sense. But yeah, what his power is quite a nasty little power. His power is called Spirit Leech. Yes, Spirit Leech is back. It is his old ability from the shooting phase where everything within I think it was 9 inches or 12 inches of him had to take a leadership test on 3d6. It's back. Not as powerful, it's a Witchfire power. Basically, Spirit Leech is a Witchfire power that targets a non-vehicle enemy unit within 18 inches. The unit must take a leadership test on 3d6. If failed the test, an enemy unit suffers 1 wound for each point that's failed the test by. No armor or cover saves allowed. That's pretty cool. But, extra little bit, add 1 dice to your warp charge pool for each wound inflicted by Spirit Leech. These dice can only be used to cast Warp Blast, but great little bit of tactica with this is now you can use all your warp charge dice to fire off all your things. Save 2 for this. It's warp charge 1, so save 2 just to be on the safe side. Fire this off. Go. And your opponent's probably used all his dispel dice by this point. So if you do this against the right unit, you can get an additional load of dice that can be used just to fire Warp Blast. And it doesn't say that the Warp Blast has to be used by this Brood. So depending on how many things you get back, if you say happen to have a Hive Tyrant, which happens to know this as well, depending on how many dice you get back, you can split them and only use it to fire the Warp Blast, because that's what it says. That's the only stipulation, is that these additional dice can only be used to manifest that Spirit Leech manifest. These additional dice can only be used by sorry, I misread that. Ignore my last statement. I'm a klutz, I didn't read it all. By the unit, but still, if you've run out of dice and they've stopped all their dice from thinking, they've used all their dispel dice, and then you get this off at the end, and then, oh look, I have more dice. Oh look, is that juicy tank over there? I'll fire some warp lances into it. That's pretty cool, I think. Yeah. For 25 point upgrade to a unit, most people field them in groups of 3 anyway, and most alternative players will still have an old Doom of Valentine model knocking about that they converted up. Add him in here for 75 points. There you go. You got a Brood of 4 with these cool powers. I'm quite liking it. Yeah, that's all I really have to say on him. Is I'm loving it. Yeah, bring on the Doom in the pod. Yeah, as I was saying, I was going to quickly go over the. Let me get myself settled again. Going to go over the new Forces of Leviathan, or not Forces of Leviathan, Shield of Baal Leviathan. Is a new campaign series that GW is starting, involving the. Let me get to the page. Involving High Fleet Leviathan against Astra Minotaur, Sisters of Battle, and Blood Angels. Um, it I'm quite like the looks of this. I managed to get myself a pre-order of the hardback copy tonight. Oh, not tonight, last night when they went up for pre-sale. So I'll be doing a review of that when that comes out. But I'm quite liking the looks of it. So I'm just reading straight off the GW page now for this thing because I quite liked it. So I was like, I have to have it. So basically, in here you get. I've only got the digital one because I couldn't find a picture of the actual hardback one, but I've got the hardback one. Basically, in here we have 6 new missions just for Tyranids versus whoever. I'm sure there'll be specific opponents in there, but you can tailor it to whoever you're actually playing against. We also have Cities of Death. Cities of Death are back, so you can have some nice close quarter fighting on some well built up terrain, which will go quite nicely with anyone who's got the new, what's it called, terrain? Sector Imperialum, I think it's called. Yeah, if you've got that and a lot of buildings, that'll be hilariously good fun, even just on a normal board with a lot of buildings on, will be a great laugh. As well as, let's see, Cities of Death. You got 6 missions in there with 36 new tactical objectives. You also have new rules for Death from the Sky, so you can have new aerial combat, which I've had a quick flick through here, and they had like a bit of a fight between a load of different things, a load of different flyers, and ended up with the Storm Raven winning. But the fighter races, you get some extra little things. You get like all Daka Jets, get the Fly Boss, the Hive Crone, gets the Lone Hunter. I've no idea what these abilities are, but there's a chart with it includes up to 14 charts, which you fly can roll them, which gets upgrades for them. That sounds pretty cool. As well as the best thing that I bought this for, this is primarily what I bought it for, was the new Tyranid detachment, which I'll be reviewing, and I'll probably do a multi-part review of the entire box that I'm getting. But yeah, I'm quite happy that the new Tyranids are getting a new detachment because they need something cool. Because the standard Force Org is okay, but having our own special detachment with our own special rules will bolster the Tyranids to no end. Also including in here will be some new, some new Warlord traits, which is good because the current ones suck. No offense, GW, but there's like one good one on there, which is Synaptic Linchpin. Maybe Adaptive Biology, but all the other ones are pretty poo. I'm generally starting to now roll on command or personal traits to get some extra cool abilities for my Flyrant. Also included in here is, as well as the new Force Org and the Warlord trait table, is the data sheets for all the new Tyranid bugs that came out recently. So instead of having to carry around a lot of different white dwarfs with you, you have now your codex and the rules book for this. So you go, right, I've got all my rules here. So that's what they were meaning about in the old white dwarf for. Do I have that to hand? No, it's across the room. For look on page 52, they're referring to this page is 52. Wasn't a codex, but still great new things. Also in here, there's another 6 new formations. I'm guessing they're going to be like the data slate formations for Rising Leviathan, where you've got the infestation, invasion, and onslaught. I have all 3 of them. I quite like all the formations in there. There's a few that I can't build yet because I don't have enough models. Like the Living Tide, that would be hilarious if I could feel that. Oh, all of the models. Imagine how long that would take to move. I don't even want to work out the points cost for that. Would be about 4,000 points, something along those lines. But yeah, new formations. I'm going to be reviewing all of those when I get them. This isn't out until, when's this out? When are you out? I think this is 28th. Is this out? Doesn't say. I can't remember. I pre-ordered it, but I can't remember when it's out. Sometime. It'll be out either next Saturday or the Saturday after, and I'll do a review the next following days after that. But yeah, overall I'm quite happy with the new stuff that's been released from GW. With all the new Tyranid stuff, the Zoanthrope brood's quite good. Also in here they've got a nice little bit of split bit of fluff on all the new. Sorry, if you can hear my clicking, I'm trying to find the page for all the new fluff because I've been clicking back and forth between everything. So yeah. Also with Rising Leviathan, there's also a new book out called Tempestus, which be a Nids versus Imperial Guard / Tempestus force. That would be quite fun. But yeah, I'm quite looking forward to the Shield of Baal because yeah, it'll be fun. The Neurothrope, big thumbs up. Baby Doom of Valentine is back. You can put him in a pod. Doom in a pod. Yeah, so you can tell I'm happy. I won't be unfortunately able to get models for them and probably until the end of the month because I've spent too much money this month already on models. So I'll probably do a kit unboxing of that on probably the end of the month when I get around to getting funds. I should be getting my spore pod on Wednesday. I would have had it today and been probably recording and putting that up probably on Wednesday would have been when I put it up. But my local store's been closed, so they've not got delivery, so I had to redirect it to my work. And as I'm away over this weekend, I'm not going to get it until probably Wednesday. So I'll record one then and probably get it up on Thursday for the kit unboxing. For both the Spore Assist and the Tyrannocyte. I shall be also, I'm not sure, as I say with the Shield of Baal, I can't remember when it says it's come out. It's either next Saturday or the Saturday after. And there'll be a multi-part review a few days later after I've given it a good read through, because I don't want to go, this is awesome, or this is rubbish, because yeah, I spent £45 on this. I want to give it a good few days to read, and then I'll get back to you guys and let you know what it's all about. Let you know any cool new features in there. I'll do a quick rundown, so I'm not spoiling it for people. But so I can go, right, yes, this is good, go out and buy it if you're a Tyranid player, or I'm regretting buying this, don't go out and spend money on it until it comes down in price, or unless you can get it for cheaper. So I'm gonna give my own personal view of that when that comes out. But yeah, overall, I'm quite happy with what they've done with Zoanthrope broods, the new models, and the Shield of Baal. So that's 3 good points. So I'm quite happy. I haven't had a chance to actually field test any of the new things out yet, because, well, my local store's been closed, so I've had no gaming club to go and play. But yes, quick before I disappear. And 2. My new guy. Look, it's a blood angel. It's like its fate. And Toxicrins works so far with his magnetized arms. So yeah, hope you've enjoyed this quick run through of the new Zoanthropes, the new Shield of Baal, and a quick overview of all the models. Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll be back next week with my kit unboxing for the Spore Pod. If there's anything, stupid texts. As I say, completely thrown off track now. I'll be back next week with the Spore Pod and the kit unboxing. I'll be also back with my loot crate in the next couple of days, because that should be arriving. But yeah, if there's anything else that you want me to review or think that I've got wrong or anything, leave a comment, like and share, and subscribe if you've enjoyed. There'll be more my random ramblings about 40k, and I'm going to be getting into fantasy as well, so I'll be, when White Dwarf comes out with new stuff, I'm going to be basically doing a weekly now review of White Dwarf and what the new shininess that's going to be in there. I think that's going to be a new mainstay of this Geek review series, so I hope you stick around, and I hope you've enjoyed. And happy gaming and geeking. Catch you all.